Hey, this is Tripp from trippadvice.com, and today I have a special presentation for you. We are going to be talking about say this to a girl to capture her attention. Yes, there is something very specific, an amazing technique I'm going to teach you today that I've learned through trial and error by just going out and kind of playing with a bunch of different things and different things I've taught my students that work, this works specifically very well in terms of capturing her attention and even really getting her more attracted to you. Okay, it's a very cool technique. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is, why it works, and then I'm going to give you specific examples of how to use it to prove to you why this is such a great little technique to get her attention and to get her more interested specifically in you. Okay, now before I get into that, if you're interested more in learning about what to say to girls and how not to screw up, I have a free gift for you. Maybe you've got it so far, maybe you haven't. It is my top 10 texting mistakes. It is a little video that I've made, and you can get it by going here. All you got to do is enter your email, and then you'll be able to get redirected to the video, which is going to give you my top 10 texting mistakes, which I've seen basically all over, from myself included to all my students, seeing what the worst texting mistakes are that cause girls not to respond to you, to meet up with you. And also I'm going to tell you how to avoid them and what to say instead. So go check that out here. You can click on the screen, or you can get it in the description below, trippadvice.com/10-texting-mistakes. So go get that video right now if you want to learn more about how to be better at texting girls and learning what to say to girls to turn them on. So let's get into the video. Say her name. There it is. That's a technique. Right there. Say her name. Now, don't go anywhere just yet, because trust me, I got to explain to you how you're going to use this. You're not just going to literally say her name and that's it. There's a specific way to do this, okay? A specific way to do this to get her to grab her attention. Now, of course, that grabs her attention anyway, right, when you say someone's name. But let's go into why this works and how you're going to be using it, okay? So why does this work? All right. It creates a deeper connection. So a lot of guys don't really do this, right? They might ask the girl's name when they first meet, or maybe they already know the girl's name because you're doing it off of an app or you're doing it on online dating, so you know the name, but guys don't usually end up saying the name. Now, maybe you end up saying it at first, right? Maybe you're doing like through an app or through texting or whatever it is, and you're just like, so Ashley, we're going to use that as the example today. We're just going to use the name Ashley. So it's like, oh, so Ashley, what do you do for a living, right? Or something like that. And that does work a little bit. Again, you're using her name in that way, but I'm going to show you how to do it even better. But anyways, why does this work? It creates a deeper connection. That's right. It creates a deeper connection between you and her, because who says her name? Well, I'll tell you who says her name. Her friends. Her friends call her her name. Now, I know you don't be scared. Now, you might be thinking, well, I don't want to be a friend. Then that lands me in the friend zone. Well, no. This is just what I'm trying to say to you. Her friends, her family, the people who are close to her say her name. Those are the ones that are using her name. So when you do that, it's kind of like psychologically, you're already putting yourself in this category of someone that is close to her, because only close people say her name, okay? And that is attractive. Now next, it grabs her attention. Well, this is what this is all about. What grabs someone's attention is saying their name. Okay, that is like, there's, you've ever heard the term like white noise? Oh, that's white noise, right? Someone describes something as white noise, like something that someone hears all the time, Like a lot of advertisements on the radio is white noise. You just kind of like blank out, right? You're not listening to it, okay? What really pops out is when you hear your name. So say you're walking down the street and someone yells your name. Are you going to keep walking? No, of course not. You're going to turn around and see if that person is yelling your name. Okay, so that's what's going to really kind of grab her attention. Now, you can do this via text, or you could do it in person, and immediately she's going to be looking at you. She's going to be paying attention to the words that are coming out of your mouth. Now, here's the really cool thing. In just a second here, I'm going to give you some examples that are going to even 10x it more powerful. Okay, so it's not just saying her name, but it's the context in which it's used that's going to make it so much more powerful. Okay, and next, kind of what I'm saying here is your name, anyone's name, your name, you who's watching this video, is the sweetest sound you can hear. And Dale Carnegie said that. okay? It's the sweetest sound that you can hear because, again, it grabs your attention. You love your name. We all have this ego, right? We recognize ourselves as our name. I am Tripp. I think about myself as Tripp. You think about yourself as John, Dave, Steve, whatever your name is, right? You're thinking, that's how you label yourself. So it is a name that you like, that you love, that you are a part of. And so when someone says it, you immediately are, your attention is grabbed, okay? So let's go on to some examples to show you how you can use this and how this works. Okay, so here's a good example of something that you could say to a girl, right? It's very flirty. Again, this is not just via text. I know I'm writing it out here, but I just want you to kind of visualize it. That's why I'm doing it on this kind of PowerPoint here instead of in person. So visualize this. This is something, again, you can say in person, in text, wherever. And again, you don't have to use this. This is just an example. You're talking to a girl and you're just like, you're kind of showing that you're attracted to her, and you just kind of look at her and you're like, where have you been all my life? But what makes it more powerful? Put the name in front, right? Ashley. Where have you been all my life? I actually made a mistake here. I want to put ellipses, right? ... after Ashley, because that makes it even more powerful. That pause, the way you deliver it, right? So saying the person's name and then pausing, not for every example, but especially for this one, it really captures their attention. Great delivery. You say something like, Ashley, where have you been all my life? Right? Like maybe you say that after she says that she likes something that you like, or maybe you guys connected on something, or she tells you something funny, and you're like, oh my God, girls are never funny. You make me laugh. Ashley, where have you been all my life? Okay? Very powerful stuff right there. All right, let's go to the next example. I have two more really great examples here. You and I are going on a date next week. Okay, sorry, little typo there. You and I are going a date next week. It's supposed to say on. Sorry about that. So you and I are going on a date next week, okay? So if you've watched my stuff before, maybe you're new, I don't know. I'm very about going direct, and I teach guys to be very open with their interests with a girl, okay? So I like this line, telling a girl, like, you and I, we're going on a date next week, right? Of course, you'd say this after you've gotten to know her a little bit better and attraction is there, but you're going to say, you and I are going on a date next week. And of course, what's coming next if you've been paying attention. Ashley, we're going on a date next week, okay? Ashley, we're going on a date next week. Powerful, powerful stuff. That makes it way more attractive. Imagine using this, saying her name, and then looking her direct in the eye. Ashley, we're going on a date next week, right? Very flirty, very powerful, very confident. And that's another thing I should add. When you use their name, that's a very confident move. Not a lot of guys are doing that. They're kind of, it's scary to go out there and be so direct with someone. And so by saying their name, it's very direct and it's very confident. So make sure that you're doing that, okay? Here's one more last example. Who are your friends? So this is I wanted to give more of a casual example here. Maybe you're not being flirty, but you still want an opportunity to say her name. So maybe like you meet a girl and she's like with her friends, but they're kind of like away somewhere, or you notice that her friends are somewhere around. You're going to say, who are your friends, right? But you could be a little bit more direct about it by using her name. Ashley, who are your friends? Right? So it's like, Ashley, who are your friends? Right? So this is something where you wouldn't use a pause because you're not being very flirty about it. You're not being very charming, but it's just a way to show her that you know her name, that you remember her name, which is also very attractive too, just remembering it. But it's also just kind of using it to get closer to her, right? The reasons what I showed before just kind of grabs her attention. Ashley, who are your friends? So again, you're sub-communicating to her that you guys are already close because you're using her name. So say this to a girl. Say her name. It is extremely powerful stuff. Use it in your little toolbox when you continue to go out and meet new girls or meet girls on apps or wherever. And when you're texting, use it. And again, if you have any problems with texting, I got a free gift for you. As always, I got something for you, the 10 texting mistakes, like I said in the beginning. Go get this. I will be teaching you the biggest mistakes that guys are making on every text message. And trust me, you're probably making these mistakes. You are, and I'm going to teach you how to fix them. So go get this right away. It is going to help you tremendously not make these mistakes and start getting girls to respond to you. Okay, go grab that right now. Click here on the screen, click below, and if you're still watching, you've made it this far, of course I always do this little fun thing where I tell you to write something below. So just for fun, I want you to write in the comments, "Say my name!" exclamation point. If you're feeling frisky, say my name, bitch. Big caps, exclamation point. Say my name. Write that in the comment below. I want to see 100 of these. Say my name, say my name, say my name. It will be hilarious. Okay, so go write that. Talk to you soon.